been single for 19 years, since 1999. I've never been chatted up, never. My mother used to say to me, you have a face that says, don't bother.
So how do you know if you like someone?
I will know within 10 minutes.
10 minutes? That's quite a long time.
I don't like facial hair, no gingers, no small man, and definitely no bad teeth.
So have you got any celebrity crushes?
Idris Elba. My type. Tall, dark and handsome.
She has clearly hit the wall. Her mum was brutal for saying that she has a face that turns men off. Of course she wants the tall, dark and handsome guy. I'm sure Idris Elba would be ecstatic to hear that.
Kate, how was your weekend? What did you get up to?
So Friday was drinks with friends, Saturday was a play with a friend, and then Sunday I got a text from my current friend with benefits and he came over for a couple of hours.
You turned 50 last year and you decided to make it a year of fun. Did it turn out that way?
Very much so. I went from being someone who had only slept with one man in my entire life in January to double digits in December.
So how many men in that 10 months?
It was probably around 10 or 12. I stopped counting after a while.
Where have you found these men?
Mainly on dating apps, and they are as toxic and brutal as people talk about, but also in real life as well.
And how old in general are the men you're seeing?
So the youngest I've slept with was 28, the oldest was 48. My sweet spot is 38 to 44.
What's it about older men that you're not so attracted to?
So probably about 90% of them are not at that level of attractiveness that I'm after at the moment. And then the last 10%, they don't tend to be very demonstrative. They don't tell you you're attractive. They pretty much act as though you're doing them a favour by being out with them. And, you know, there are times when I've been out on a first date or a second date and then got nothing from them afterwards. And
she hit the wall, ended her marriage and decided to ride the carousel. She had one new guy a month, from the ages between 28 and 48. I remember over 10 years ago, it was unbecoming to talk about these things in public.
What you're experiencing at the moment, would you call that a midlife sexual awakening?
I would call it that because I grew up in a time when sex and being sexual was not a priority at all. And now that I'm not in that relationship and there is time for me and to explore what I like, this is when it's come to the fore.
How does your transformed sex life compare with your earlier sexual experiences?
So my earlier sexual experiences with one man in a loving relationship over a long period of time, so, you know, read into that what you will. It was fulfilling and it was fun at times. Sometimes it would drop by the wayside because life got in the way. Whereas now it is exploring what I want to do and I'm excited to do. So it's more about looking at the different things I haven't done. So things like a little bit of rough play and role play and using toys more and all of these things which it's a difficult conversation to have with someone you're in a long-term relationship.
I don't understand why she couldn't talk to her long-term partner about exploring different things. Either way, there's only one thing we can be sure about.
She belongs to the streets.